Well, tonight we introduce you to a man named Spencer Beach, and by the time you finish watching this next story, his name will likely inspire you.
Spencer almost was killed in an explosion 3 years ago. But as Carmen Lible reports, he has turned that tragic incident into a rather positive outlook on life.
Oh, now they can see? They can see the birds outside?
There is nowhere else in the world Spencer Beach would rather be. Playtime with his daughter Amber is precious. But it wasn't long ago when Beach thought he would never get the chance to even meet her. It was more than 3 years ago when Beach was on the job, removing flooring with a highly toxic chemical. His life changed in an instant. There was a whistle, a bang, then an explosion. Flames were everywhere.
I remember the skin on my face feeling like it was melting. I remember when my clothes were burning, my hair was burning.
Temperatures hit 1,500 degrees. Beach was rushed to hospital. Doctors told him he had 3rd and 4th degree burns to 90% of his body. Beach was told he had a 5% chance to survive. But with a pregnant wife at home, he had a reason to try to beat the odds.
After I found out what happened and how serious it was, and I don't know why, there was just something that told me that he was going to be okay.
The young couple never expected what the next few months would bring.
First 6 weeks, I was induced into a coma where I had the worst nightmares you could ever possibly imagine. And I do remember every single one of my dreams.
He was depressed, angry, lonely, even suicidal.
And I used to sit in my room all day long and lying on my bed thinking, if I could kill myself, how would I do it?
But it took one special day to change his view of life forever.
Because all of a sudden I was holding this brand new baby girl, and from all this pain and all this horrible nightmarish hell I was living through, all amounted to something. And at that moment, I realized that I had a reason to live.
With a reason to fight even harder, Beach made a recovery that still amazes doctors.
The value of one's life is quite important, and I think in Spencer's case, because of the great family that he's got, he had lots to live for.
Finally, after 14 months and 27 surgeries, he went home. And he did what fathers do. He started providing again for his family, even though he was told he'd never work again.
I want to share with you what was actually happening inside. What was the battle I was fighting? In hopes that I can better enable you to deal with your clients.
He became a motivational speaker. He takes his stories to groups including hospitals, burn units, companies, and schools across the province.
I just screamed blindly at the crowd that my life was over.
He talks about work safety, the healthcare system, and his journey back from the brink of despair. On this day, he spoke to home care nurses.
But what else sort of stands out for you that was useful in the healthcare provider's attitude?
His words not only touch his audience, but they also help healthcare workers see life through the eyes of the patient.
He's an inspiration. He's wonderful. And to hear him speak and to help us. You know, I've always said you don't know someone until you've walked in their shoes. Spencer shows us that and tells us that.
And I think it's important to hear how he felt supported and helped by people in the system, and how indeed they do make a difference.
Beach hopes his audience takes away valuable lessons. He's grateful for the opportunity.
I think it's a blessing to be able to share my story and to be able to affect so many lives.
And even though Beach can't do many of the things he used to love to do, like golf, swim, and ski, he believes he now has a more positive outlook on life.
I used to think that life was a dog-eat-dog world, and you really had to fend for yourself. And now I've come to understand that the world is actually a very beautiful place, and people aren't as selfish as I used to believe they were, and life is worth living. So I'd say never give up because of those reasons.
Carmen Lible, CTV News.
If you'd like more information on Spencer Beach and how you can hear him speak, you can log on to spencerspeaks.ca.